Okay, so for this one, I don't know why I do that. I always take a drink of coffee right before I should do it before the video, but it's like I'm getting ready to teach and I have to like clear my throat or something. But anyways, it says that the function g is a transformation of the parent function sine, and then they give us g right there, and it says which graph represents it. So before I even graph this, you could just plug it in the calculator. But here's actually the graph of sine. So I'm gonna blow this up a little bit because we can. This is how I learned. My teacher didn't let me use a graphing calculator, but so this is sine function, right? So when I look at g of x, I see that c is equal to positive pi, even though we have the negative there, but the formula says negative, so I'm focusing on c. And that's the horizontal shift. So that means we're going to go to the right pi units. Which is interesting when you think about it. And then d is equal to -2. That means we're going to go down 2 units. Well, let's look at that. This is a point on the curve, and it does one of these deals. But now I'm going to take that and I'm going to move it over to pi. Guess what? It's the, it's the same thing, right? So when you shift sine pi to the left or right, it's the same shape. The values are different. The x's and y's are different. Not really though. When you think about it, they're not, because it's a circular function. But so that doesn't change. However, we would shift the whole thing down 2 units. So it would go, if this was 1, this would be 2. So it would like peak here, go way down, come back up, peak here. So let's see what that looks like graphically. So basically, it would look like this. Wait, I gotta think for a second. If I shift that pi, I think it's inverted. Well, let's just graph it on the graphing calculator. I don't think it's the same thing. Maybe I misspoke. Because pi has a period of 2 pi. Well, we'll find out in a second, won't we? Uh-oh. Calculator's not cooperating. So I'm going to graph my regular sine function in blue, because that's kind of how I have it on my notes. And then up top, I'm going to do sine of x minus pi minus 2. And that'll be in red. Let's graph that. So that's what it is. Yeah, it does invert it. I got to think that through for a second, though. Inverted's not the right word mathematically. So if I move this over pi, yes. So if I move this over pi, then it peaks here. Yes, I was incorrect. 2 pi is the period, pi is 1/2 of the period. Okay, so it would look like this. I'm going to change this a little bit, though. I want x to be -2, actually 2 pi to 2 pi. And I want my y value to go from -4. Oops. Oh, it goes from -4. I put -4. See, I'm like one of the students. 4. And then lastly, I'm going to change this to like a dotted line. Now I want that one to be solid. I want this one to be dotted. So let me take a screenshot of that. And that's it. So the red line is, so then the answer is that red curve. So let me just take a screenshot because that might confuse some of you guys. So it's a multiple choice question, and this is what it graphs like. This would be the choice that you see online. Okay.